something more, which
Yeah.
kind of leads us to two other cameras that you used on site, two 360 cameras. The first one was the Ricoh THETA Z1. When and why would you use a Ricoh THETA Z1 camera for Matterport?
Well, if I didn't have the Pro 2 and I didn't have the Pro 3, I would go with the Z1. I happen to have one because I benefited from the purchase of a competitor's camera system that included that. And so I cannibalized it to do, to use this shoot, or to use it for the shoot. And it, it's nice, it's quick, it's pretty efficient. I'm just reviewing my notes here. And the Z1, I did peaking, I call them peaks, in the front and backyard, where I don't do the whole yard, I just do a couple scans. That was 81 scans. It took me 35 minutes. So it's incredible.
That was versus the Pro 3 of 113 scans, including all the outdoors, and an hour and 15 minutes in the Pro 2 at 52 scans. And that was, I want to say,
45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah.
And that included a peak in the front and backyard as well. So
yeah.
52 scans on the Pro 2, 81 on the Theta Z1.
So far, I think what I heard was the Z1 was way faster than using a Matterport Pro 2 or Pro 3 camera, and you could have used it on all your outdoor shots, even though you just chose to do a little peek outside.
Yeah, and I'll say, just to kind of compare apples to apples, I did break it down for the Pro 3. It took me about 50 minutes to do the entire front of the house. I'm sorry, it took me 50 minutes to do the entire inside of the house with the Pro 3. It took me an hour and 15 to do the outside spaces and the inside spaces.
Mm-hmm. So another 25 minutes to add the outside.
Yeah. So it's quicker than using the Pro 2 and the Pro 3 for sure.
For clarification, the Ricoh THETA Z1 is quicker than a Matterport Pro 2 camera or a Matterport Pro 3 camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were just starting out as a real estate photographer, would you go with and we should say what it is. The Ricoh THETA Z1 is a $1,050 camera. And just as a little parenthetical, the Ricoh THETA Z1 is actually morphed into the next generation of it, is the Ricoh THETA Z1 51GB. So if you're going to Amazon and you're Googling, let's say Ricoh THETA Z1, and you keep stumbling on the Z1 51GB, the 51GB is the latest version of it, and the Z1 is a legacy camera. So it's got the same name. It's a little bit confusing, but you really, if you're going to buy it, you really want the Ricoh THETA Z1 51GB, which we all still end up calling the Ricoh THETA Z1. Okay, so I'm going to just see if I can ask you that question again. If you were just starting out today as a real estate photographer, adding Matterport to your service offering, would you go with a Ricoh THETA Z1, a Matterport Pro 2 camera, or a Matterport Pro 3 camera?
I'd go with the Z1. It has the most versatility. You can use it for Matterport. You can use it for other platforms. You can do regular 360s. You can do 360 videos, which I've been getting into more and more. There is a slight issue with the coloring that I haven't quite put my finger on. I have a little color deficiency in my eyes, so I don't know how to describe this, but it's not quite the same as the Pro 2 and the Pro 3. But it's an overall good product. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
So this is a little bit counterintuitive. Let me just, for clarification, is sometimes people think, oh, well, a $3,400 camera must be better than a $1,050 camera. A $6,000 camera must be better than a $1,050 camera. But the qualification I put on it, if you're just shooting residential real estate, which camera, and you still went for the lower price camera.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about, really somebody just starting into offering this service. And when I first started, I didn't certainly want to spend $3,000 or $6,000 on a camera that I didn't know that I was going to make money off of. And so this is a good entry point. And if you find that you're getting swamped, you can always buy something more and then give this one to somebody else to add on to your team. There's some differences too, I noticed, as far as like being able to zoom in and zoom out and the quality. You can't zoom in quite as far with the Z1 as you can with the Pro 2 or the Pro 3.
Zoom in not on the camera, but zoom in within the Matterport virtual tour.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good camera.
And